Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is February 10th, 2024, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the S&P 500. That's going to be SPY, not XPX that you're actually looking at there, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only because, as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. Also, after this, on the SPY, I did say something that I usually don't say. I was saying I expect the SPY to go to 500, and it did make it to 500, but it took all week long to get there. It didn't get there until Friday, and I'm actually going to make a little video on using options, trading options around the SPY. Just show a couple things that people could have done, and it's why no trade recommendations here. Because again, I don't talk about different trades, how you can trade it, how you should trade it. You know, no trade recommendations, because for every person out there, there's a different way of actually making money out here. You know, everybody want to tweak everything so it works for them, and that's what they should be doing. Again, this is all I really want to say about that. But let's go ahead and get into these charts here and see what we see. Go ahead and jump in here to this quarterly chart and maximize like we know. And that's the whole thing, is it closed at the top. I'm going to zoom on in here on this quarterly chart. We are getting close to that R1 level, so that's why I'm kind of expecting us to go there. It's only 8 points away. I won't say anything about that, but you kind of know how I feel. And we're heading higher. Go ahead down here to this monthly chart. On this monthly chart, you know, we did cross that R1 level. You know, that's what I was looking at last week. You know, that we was real close to that. And we had that round number of 500. You know, definitely going there. And since 500 was so close, like I said, I felt it should be okay to say that the market is going to go to 500, and it did. You know, now everybody else is talking about, oh, the market is up above 500. You know, the SPY is above 5,000, all these other things. You know, but that's old news to us, old news to you guys who are watching me. You know, so let's move on down to. We are getting a little bit extended here, though. So again, be careful. Just manage your stuff going higher. You know, I don't see anything turning this thing around now that we're across this R1. Our next level is an R2 level, and see if we're going to actually make it there. That's the thing now. Let's go ahead and look at this weekly chart right quick. And the crazy thing here on this weekly chart, you know, last week, and on the beginning of the month, like I was saying, we was going to be opening here. We did get a little bit of pullback, you know, during the week, but then we just marched all the way up. Friday was the killer day that actually surprised me on all the indexes. If you look at them and the Russell even looked like it may have is trying to join the party, you know. So I'll be talking about that on the Russell. But as you can see, we did actually cross that 500 and ended up closing. We made a high of 501.65, and we closed at 501.20. And like I said, I'll be making some videos on how that could have been traded, and no trade recommendations there when I do talk about that stuff. But here on the desk, going down to the daily chart and wrap this on up. On the daily chart, as you can see, you know, this thing actually, let me zoom in a little bit more here. At the beginning of the week, this thing almost gave kind of like what looked like might have been a bearish looking pattern, a bearish harami. But then after that, you didn't get any kind of confirmation. That's why you have to wait for that confirmation candle and all. You got another hammer, and then that next day it actually gapped up on you. It gapped up, a gap and go. That's what we call it, a gap and go. You know, and once it started going, you know, it was, you know, okay, are we going to, then we said, okay, we're going to make it, but then we got this other doji, and then we was at a resistance point, these are weekly pivots, was at a weekly pivot that was just below 500. Are you going to bust that R1 level, you know? And it bust that R1, and that's how I usually bust it, with these big candles like that, you know. And that was it, and that's pretty much it. Right now, next week, we'll be opening above pivot, and, you know, 505. You know, is our next resistance level that this market can slow down and maybe want to take a little bit of a pullback or take a rest. This market has been going, you know, go back, just click back to the week chart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks so far, you know, green candles. But back here we had let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks of green candles before this thing took a rest. But it's been a while since we had a red candle. But that's it. That's all I really want to share. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.